What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now seeing things hitting the fan for that corrupt district attorney over in Fulton County, Georgia, Miss Fani Willis, guys. She's making her way back into the headlines, back in that hot seat. We have America First Patriot Representative Jim Jordan coming forward for launching new attacks on the corrupt district attorney Fani Willis that could potentially be getting her kicked out of that office as district attorney and also getting her case removed from the docket. Racketeering case she's brought about on Trump and the co-defendants, guys. I'm excited to get into the update, see exactly what's going on here with DA Fani Willis, guys, what Jim Jordan has exposed on her now. So we get straight to the update and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. So guys, get my thoughts on the back end, and also YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight into the news. Before we even do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Fani Willis and the weaponization of the government, the politicization of the government is in trouble. Jim Jordan is passing stuff. This is going to affect Fani Willis. We got our buddy Harrison Floyd, who's now got something in the appeals court against Fani Willis. Her butt is in a sling, or I should say her butt's in the meat grinder. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are.
Oral arguments are set to begin October 4th in the Court of Appeals.
Let's read these documents together on Fani Willis. Look, now here's the Twitter of the House Judiciary GOP. Breaking: Jim Jordan submits legislative proposals to defund lawfare by Jack Smith, Fani Willis, Alvin Bragg, and Letitia James. Now, this is one way that Jim Jordan can stop these things, is they control the purse. They control the budget, so they can just drain the money out. They can literally zero out Jack Smith's salary. Also, no money for new FBI headquarters. That's the bonus of this episode, because they're also weaponized, politicized, and working for one party. So now let's not build your $200 million headquarters. I think it's in Maryland. Read the full appropriations package here, and we're going to get to some of this. Here's funding for the FBI headquarters, prohibition on use of funds. None of the funds made available in this act may be used to build the new FBI headquarters in Greenbelt. Recession on use of funds, the $200 million made available to the General Services Administration for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Headquarters consolidation pursuant blah, blah is hereby rescinded. Now, this all still has to be approved, but this is how you submit your budgets to, we'll see the letter at the end. It's to Tom Cole is who got these.
Judges will decide if Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis should be disqualified. The appeal stems from a March ruling that allowed Willis to remain on the case if Nathan Wade resigned.
Now, this involves Fani Willis right here. Countering lawfare, prohibition on use of funds. None of the funds made available by this act, so this is an act they're proposing, or any other act, shall be used or transferred to another federal agency, board, or commission to be used to consult, advise, or direct state prosecutors and state attorneys general in the civil action or criminal prosecution of a former or current president or vice president brought against them in state court. That will zero out all your dough. They're talking about how they go after Trump.
You gonna tell me how to pay my bills?
Here's the next paragraph. Prohibition of use of funds. None of the funds made available by this act or any other act shall be used or transferred to another federal agency, board, or commission to be used to appoint or fund the office of a special counsel. That's Jack Smith, who has not been confirmed by the United States Senate, because he was not confirmed by the Senate. This is so funny. It's so specific. To bring criminal prosecution or a former or current president or vice president. They're going to get him, guys. Nailed. Withholding or limited use of grant funds. Now, this is stuff where they know about Miss Timpson's grant that got scammed, over by Fani Willis. Prohibition on use of funds. None of the funds made available by this act or any other act shall be used or transferred to another federal agency, board, or commission to be used to fund awarded grants to a grant organization that is under investigation for any misuse of federal funds. So she's under investigation. Prohibition on use of funds. None of the funds made available by this act or any other act for any grant program carried out by the Department of Justice may be used to fund a criminal prosecution against a former or current president or vice president. This prohibition on the use of funds shall also apply to the use of funds to consult, advise, or direct state prosecutors and attorney generals engaged in a civil action or a criminal prosecution of a former or current president or vice president.
Right now, it is still unclear when a ruling would be handed down following the hearing.
Now we're going to get to Harrison Floyd. Now, we've had Harrison Floyd as a guest on this show. We've been praying for him, rooting for him, and he is up to bat at the appeals court with Fani Willis. Harrison Floyd, we are on the appeals court docket. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to the defense fund, and some of you guys have contributed to Harrison Floyd. Thank you. Or prayed for us. We've all prayed for him, I hope. Prayers are free. Without you, we wouldn't be able to keep fighting. Together, we will hold Fulton County accountable. Now, here is his legal document. I don't need to read a lot of it, but I'm just going to get you through the big stuff. Here it is at the top. Court of Appeals of Georgia. And this has notice of docketing, a direct appeal. There's an appeal case number. There's a date of the docketing. That's June 3rd. Style, Harrison Floyd versus the state. Oh, I like the sound of that. How about you guys? Don't forget to subscribe if you like the sound of Harrison Floyd versus the corrupt state. Period. Important rule, requirements, and information. Briefs. Appellant's brief shall be filed within 20 days of the date of this docketing notice. Appellant's brief shall be filed within 40 days after the docketing date or 20 days after the filing of the appellant's brief, whichever is later. Requests for extensions of time to file briefs must be made by motion. Failure to timely file briefs or to follow any court rules or orders may cause the appeal to be dismissed or may cause non-consideration of a brief and may subject the offender to contempt of court. There's fees. There's the related cases. There's what the attorneys have to do down below, what non-attorneys must do, and the oral argument. A request for an oral argument must be filled within 20 days on this docketing notice. There you go. This is officially submitted. Of course, if there's any movement on this, I'll let you guys know about what Harrison Floyd is. But this is 2 fronts of trouble against Fani Willis. This is like an update on how. And her case, by the way, they're not going to get Trump in time, guys. She's not going to get to it. He's too busy. And they're still going for appeals. And she's still being submitted to boards under the Republicans within Georgia.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. Talk about things getting hairy for DA Fani Willis over there in Fulton County, Georgia, guys. All the spotlight is on her and her wrongdoings, as we now have America First patriot Jim Jordan coming forth with new legislation that is worded very particular towards these rogue justices and entities that have been coming after Donald Trump, and misusing government funding, taxpayer funding, grant money. Jim Jordan was very specific in the way that he worded the literature, guys, making sure that everyone knew that he was speaking on DA Fani Willis, Jack Smith, Letitia James, and all these rogue justices that have been coming after Donald Trump. This legalized state, the legal lawfare has to stop. And that's what he said inside of his documents, making sure that it was loud and clear of what's going on and what can and cannot be done with the funds. And then we just seen on the back end, guys, the wheels getting turned on Harrison Floyd's appeal, one of Trump's co-defendants in that racketeering case brought about by the corrupt district attorney Fani Willis, guys. She's just seeing backfire after backfire. Honestly, ever since that first bit of dirt came out on Fani Willis and her boyfriend Nathan Wade, their whole relationship where they were trying to lie and cover up to say that it was not, non-existent, not happening. We all could see straight through it. And then for all the evidence to come forth, Fani Willis, her wrongdoings, the lavish trips that she was taking with her boyfriend. I mean, it just hasn't stopped since then. It just seems like it's been, hit after hit that she's been taking. she has not been able to focus on a racketeering case whatsoever. For the most part, the spotlight has been, redirected onto DA Fani Willis, all her dirt, her wrongdoings as a district attorney. She's working away on getting kicked out of that spot. Disbarred for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen that in the near future with as many fronts that she'd had launched against her. I know we had one of the Georgia State representatives, Misha Maynard, coming forth with some ethics complaints on Fani Willis, also Colton Moore. There was, a ton of representatives that have been coming forth ethics complaints against Fani Willis. So it's only a matter of time for this all, starts knocking at her doorstep. Soon she'll have to face the madness that she's created. And we're already seeing the beginning of that, where Jim Jordan is steadfast. He is hot on her trail. If she even slows up just for a second, Jim Jordan is going to get to her. And honestly, all these fronts that come after her, one of them's got to get to her sooner or later. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts, you guys. Out of all the fronts that we've seen being launched against the district attorney Fani Willis and her wrongdoings in that seat as a district attorney, which one do we see getting to her first, hitting home, getting her kicked out, disbarred as a district attorney, removed from that spot, tossed out onto the streets, guys? Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. And also make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, you guys. Share the truth. And also make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost one thing, you guys. Hit that like button for your boy. Also hit that subscribe button. That's where on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.